Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about the Colleen Ballinger recent live stream for her fundraiser that she did. A few of y'all asked me to cover this, and I'm ready with my thoughts. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I did not watch this entire stream, but I did kind of skip around and watch most of it. Frankly, I don't care to hear Colleen Ballinger singing and hearing her nieces and or niece and nephew singing. That's just not what I am here for. But I did come out with a couple of takeaways. First of all, I've talked about this before, but let's just touch on my opinion of YouTubers, influencers, creators, whatever you want to label them, doing fundraisers or working with a charity. My stance on this is I think that it's wonderful. If you, as a person with a platform, wants to use your platform to raise money for children fighting cancer, people who have been abused or affected by DV, people who have had something really tragic happen, like losing their house in a fire, having a spouse pass away suddenly, animals that have been abused. Like, I am here for all of that. But I think that when these YouTubers do these things, they get themselves into hot water and it ends up making subscribers kind of lose a little bit of trust depending on how they handle these situations, because there needs to be transparency. And the issue is that a lot of times they're using a really important cause, but then they're kind of snatching away that transparency that should be there. So it's like, okay, well, here's a really good cause. I really want to have y'all give me money so that I can work with this organization and give them a donation. But then you're not transparent about the numbers. You're not telling people exactly how much was given. You're not showing any kind of receipt or proof. And I just don't like that. It is very icky to me to use causes and then not be transparent about the donation. And if you're going to use a cause and you're only going to donate 60% of whatever was raised, then just say that so people know that they might as well just give the money directly to the donation instead of sending it to you to put in your checking account. And that's where Colleen kind of, got into people's bad graces with this, a while ago, because they would ask her for transparency and those comments were deleted or ignored, and it has continued to go on for year after year after year, and still we have no transparency. We have no receipts or proof to say, look, yes, this came to my account, but here is also the money being sent from my account to the organization that I promised. I gave my word that this money was going to this organization, and here is the receipt to prove it. Because I don't want to lose trust with subscribers. You would think that stance might be, might come natural to some people, but I've seen so many YouTubers not be transparent and continue to use really important causes as a way to raise money and just not be forthcoming with the information. You should not have to be asked to show the proof. You took these people's money and now you're not being forthcoming with information that is being asked. I don't like that. But let's just talk from the top. She talks about the giveaway bags that she's going to give to people who either donate money or they're helping in some other way children fighting cancer. What have you done besides come on here and sing Christmas songs and use your kids in your family to sit down next to you to do this live stream? And the bags that she was giving away, let's talk about what was in there because this is good. First thing that she has in these bags are her lipsticks. And I want to talk about the lipsticks because I, in the back of my mind, I kind of wondered, how old are these lipsticks that she's trying to give away? Like, are we going to have another Jaclyn Hill situation where somebody gets these lipsticks and there's, hair and fuzz on them because they're expired? I don't know. It's just a question. Nobody would want her lipsticks. Who cares? Who would care? Who cares about those lipsticks? She also put a friendship bracelet. That's the one that she, oh, Taylor Swift copied me. So the bracelet's in there, a signed picture, which again, who would care? Stickers and rocks, because now we know that she's the rock girly.
Money, or who are spreading awareness, or just sharing a story of how they've helped kids with cancer in any way. As long as you're doing anything that could benefit kids fighting cancer, you are eligible to be sent one of these little goodie bags. So I know it's a lot of people can't donate money, and that's totally fine. There's so many other ways to help, and that's why we want to make sure to give these away to anyone who can. So it's a little cute goodie baggie. It has my lipsticks in it and a little signed picture of me. Maybe I can have the kids sign some too. And it has like a little friendship bracelet in it. And I have a matching one, but I definitely fell off this morning, so I need to put it back on. I think it's over there. Maybe I can have one of you guys tie it back on. And there's stickers, Taylor Swift stickers, and you guys, all I freaking love a rock these days. There's little rocks in here, like my favorite kind of rocks, which are agates. And I also really love quartz. So there's rose quartz, little heart rose quartz, and I don't know. There's a bunch of fun stuff in here. It's a cute little goodie bag. So we're gonna pick people at random to send those out to. But
what a bag of junk! What a bag of junk that nobody would want. I can't stand this whole thing of like, oh, you guys are going to get something really cool in return. And it's literally a bag that belongs in the trash can. So I realize, sure, like there are probably a few people that might like to receive some of those items, but for me, it's a bag of junk and stuff that nobody would care about unless you're still a huge fan of Colleen and you're in a position where you're desiring this stuff from her, which, if you're still such a, strong fan of Colleen Ballinger, in my opinion, those people are either children or they're simply not willing to recognize the damage that she did and the sly, sneaky way that she's trying to come back and just ignore everything that unfolded. The lack of acknowledgement and all, just her entire, the way that she's been dealing with this stuff, kind of throwing shade and using these titles in her videos to suggest that the video might have something in it, and mocking and making fun of the things that she did herself is trashy. One of the things that I found that Reddit actually pointed out that I found really interesting, which I'll link the subreddit down below, but only subscribers of over 4 weeks were allowed to participate in her chat. If you were somebody who was in this live stream, and let's just say that you wanted to leave a comment saying, hey, this is how I help kids fight cancer in my local area. I go to my local hospital and this is what I do, or I work with this organization or whatever. Unless you have been a Colleen Ballinger subscriber for more than a month, you were not allowed to participate. So she's really trying to whittle down only interacting with or seeing comments from people who are stroking her ego, co-signing all of her disgusting behavior, and there to give her a pat on the back. Now, I did go to when I got to the last quarter of the video, she has Eric come on. And I want to talk about Eric for just a second because I've been asked my opinion about Eric, and I haven't really done a dedicated video on him, but I have mentioned in passing, but I'll touch on it here now. I don't want to speculate too much, but I do think that they're just, those two are in a position where he's obviously okay with her behavior and he's okay with her, coming back to YouTube because she's the breadwinner. What is he going to do? Divorce her because she's a creep? I don't know, maybe he thinks that stuff is okay. I think that Eric is just as spineless as Colleen is. But then again, spouses stand next to other spouses through things that are much worse than what Colleen Ballinger has been proven of participating in. So I'm really not surprised that he, just stands there and stands next to her like it's any other day, hey, it's any other day, like we're just here and whatever. I've never gotten really genuine vibes off of them as far as like how they participate with each other on camera. To me, it seems very scripted and produced. It just doesn't seem very organic, and that's just from what I have seen. And obviously, I'm not somebody who watches every single video that she posts, but when I have seen them, kind of participating in vlogs, to me, it just kind of seems like opposites in a lot of ways that are trying to produce something that's organic. Now, on top of deleting comments as a general rule on her channel, she is really, really not letting any comments about Corey through. If you say something about Corey if you said something about Corey in the live chat, or if you try to leave something about Corey in a video comment, good luck if it's there for longer than 5 minutes. I think that she's just at the point where she's trying to distance herself so much from everything. This is really like her trying to just create a brand new chapter. And obviously I'm not here for it, but I did think that it was funny. I can just imagine her and her team, or whoever she's hired to help her clean up her comments section. They must spend so many hours just literally trying to clean up and manage people that are leaving something even remotely critical. It's not a job that I would want to have. My biggest takeaway from her live stream is just the continued sketchiness of saying, hey, I want you guys to give me money for this really important cause that then I will give to the foundation or, organization, whatever. But I'm not going to show you guys that it truly went there. You just need to believe me. I just don't, I've never been here for the shady behavior of influencers and the different ways that they will collect money. I'm sure that most of y'all can look back on my content and see that. I am here for creators getting paid, and I am here for creators making money. Always have been. But I am not here for dishonest, sketchy, shady kind of happenings, whether it's not disclosing a sponsorship, using your subscribers to grift, working with or using a really important cause and then not showing the proper receipts. Money should not be going to you. You should be sending them directly to the company instead of it going through super chats or, whatever avenue you make money and then you give it to the organization. I just don't care for that. I don't like it. And if you're going to use a cause, there needs to be 100% transparency. And if you're not going to do that, then take the money out of your account and have the donations sent directly to the foundation. You don't need to be a middleman. And that's how I felt for a very long time. But either way, I'm going to move on with my day. More content coming. I am playing a little bit of catch up right now because I took some time off over the weekend. I just needed to kind of reset, and I had a lot of other things going on. So I am back now. So there will be consistent content coming in between now and the holidays, which I'm excited about. But I think that's enough for today. I did want to also add in the end of this video that I will have a video coming on Jeanette Braun. She has decided to sue Caffeinated Kitty, Becca Day, Do We Know Them podcast, and I have so many thoughts, but that needs to be an isolated video. It's going to be a long one because there is a lot to go over, and we're going to talk about all of it. So that will be coming in the next day or so. I'm doing my best. Hang in there with me. I do appreciate it. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.